like a basil. I think it was sometime around the beginning of last week, or 2 weeks ago, when I was in my usual TA position looking for tasks to complete. I wandered into the classroom next door and asked the teacher if there was anything she needed done. She hesitated and explained that there wasn't anything that needed my immediate attention. I had rehearsed what I would say if she said no, and it looked a little like, "Oh, okay, no problem, I'll just be in the next room if you need anything." However, I didn't get a chance to pull out my handy backup line because before I knew it, we were looking at the plants around our classroom. Each plant belonged to a different group of students to which she had assigned a different mystery solution. They could limit the solution or increase the amount as needed, but the ultimate goal was to promote growth within their plant and to uncover the mystery solution. As she showed me around the room, we noted that some of the group's plants had already begun to perish, and others had died more than once. Each group had come up with creative ways to irrigate their plants and position them in ways that would best benefit their growth. I found this captivating. We came back around and looked at one last group's plant. I was informed that they were growing basil. Apparently, the group had been trying to move the plant around some and unfortunately got the top cut off, which was not a good thing. However, it was their responsibility to continue to nourish the plant and to do everything possible to obtain a positive result. As we observed the plant, she let me know that this plant was reacting significantly better, for the basil plant had started to regrow on its own. And although I cannot recall her exact words, they sounded something like, "Basil plants thrive on being cut off." The exact phrase she used is quite literally lit a light bulb inside my brain. This crazy idea to write a blog on a plant came to me. And so here I am, writing about the inspiration I derived from a basil plant. Now here's what captivated me. As humans, we hurt. We face trials and fears through situations that simply tear us apart. However, it is in our power to decide how we manage the pain and get through it. We decide the mentality we take on through difficult circumstances, whether we'll be victims or victors. I personally was completely astounded and changed by the fact that a plant can thrive aside from its pain. A part of it was literally chopped off and it flourished again. This impacted me greatly because I realized that if a plant can do this, so can I. So many times in my life I've played the victim card because something did happen to me and I didn't ask for it. However, I now realize that all along it was my job to decide, because although I had something unexpected thrown at me, I had the ability to choose how I would deal with it. Look at it through a sports lens. When playing baseball, you get a ball thrown at you by the pitcher. However, if you're playing for fun, you most likely will not wear a helmet. Therefore, when the pitcher throws, you'll have to pay close attention. But say you get your eye off the ball for a split second and the pitcher throws the ball. You turn, but you turn too late and get socked right in the face. Ow. It was unexpected, out of nowhere, and painful, very painful. You now decide whether you get up, cry, get angry, or maybe go get checked in the hospital. You had absolutely no control over the ball or the pitcher, but you had total control over what you did after. Me? I had no control over my cousin's death, but me and my whole family had the ability to decide how we would deal with it. It was certainly a very difficult experience to go through, and if you asked any of us about it, we would all probably tell you that we wish she'd lived, and we'd explain how much we prayed about it. However, if you asked how it affected us, we would tell you it hurt, but it brought us closer together in every way. Guys, pain absolutely sucks. No one wants to suffer. And I don't think Jesus was excited about being whipped and later hung on a cross for us. but he stuck it out. He thought about all the good that would come through his purpose being fulfilled, and it was amazing. These obstacles we go through, they aren't happening for no reason. Something either caused them or we're about to be blessed abundantly. Trust me, the pain won't last. If you can learn to take the good from it, even when you can't understand it or when you don't like it. So, if Jesus can stick out being hung by nails to a tree and a basil plant can flourish even though its top is cut off, then I think I can bear my own pain. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to learn some crazy things and grow bigger and better through all my pain. I mean, I'm going to go through it anyway, right? So I might as well learn a little something, just like a basil. So the question is, will you thrive through your pain like a basil, or will you let it hold you back? Romans 8:18 says, "Yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later."